Charluna, so he'll still be alive there. The red light is on, and we're all set. Racing. Now, Cross Statement got a really good start. The Anvil showing speed, so Schurner's right there. So is Rebel Zone. Hammer Mill not far away. Ruley out wider. Trevello, Alien from Mars. Well back is Safiano, who's about 6 from last now, as My Dilemma hunts through on the inside. A long way back in the field as well is Our Wind Spirit, caught out a shade wide. Then KARALEE Rocks, given plenty of time by Jordan Turner, is back third last from Looks Like Magic, and Zachariah Bow for Bennett first up is last. Coming up to the turn, Cross Statement in front of the Amble, and Ruley's out 3 wide. So Shern the inside, Rebel Zone travelled up okay in the centre, and then Trevello followed by Alien from Mars the inside. Hammer Mill's just off them, about 6 from the pace from Our Wind Spirit. Now KARALEE Rocks is about to get to the outside. Well back is Safiano, My Dilemma, and then Looks Like Magic, and last is Zachariah Bow. Into the straight they run. Turner makes his move with KARALEE Rocks. Only about 5 lengths from the leader and really starting to put in. Inside the 250, the Anvil has raced up to Cross Statements. Here's KARALEE Rocks though, storming down the outside. Rebel Zone is going through in the centre as well. It's KARALEE Rocks wide out with Rebel Zone. Ruley's coming through as well. KARALEE Rocks and Rebel Zone come together. KARALEE Rocks, Rebel Zone. KARALEE Rocks too good. Beat Rebel Zone. Third in was My Dilemma, getting through it on the inside. Hammer Mill might have got fourth. It's in a photo with Ruley. And then came the Amble. Well back is Trevello. And they're followed by Safiano. Alien from Mars with Zachariah Bow. Our Wind Spirit was one of the last ones home with Shern. And we've seen a very talented filly there. KARALEE Rocks, number 10 at 230, 130. Rebel Zone, 290. And My Dilemma at 450. 10, 5 and 4. And for fourth, we have a photo finish. And we had Ruley there. And also one finishing off over the final stages we'll pick up in a moment. But KARALEE Rocks, super win. Jordan Turner, 230, 130. Rebel Zone, 290. My Dilemma, 450. Close for fourth. It's either Ruley or Hammer Mill on the outside. But, gee, that's a nice horse, KARALEE Rocks. You don't see that often. Such a big start it was giving them. And just sliding down the outside with a powerful burst in a 1:12.05. When I say in this sort of company, you don't see that too often. It's certainly on the way up. Half length by length, it's 10, 5, 4. 11, Ruley has run fourth. And number 9, Hammer Mill, is fifth in the race. Sixth home was number 13, the Anvil. Another good run from a Crispin horse there in the Anvil. But KARALEE Rocks going places, and it was a brilliant winner first up, and makes it 3 from 4 starts now. Flying Artie out of Wowee, the Dam, a Choiseul mare, and Wowee, what a performance as we head down to Brittany.
Thanks very much, Richie. Yes, a great performance by KARALEE Rocks, who's continued to perform really well since returning to the races. In fact, her whole career, it's an imposing record now. 4 starts, 3 victories, and that only had 1 defeat at the races. And the Group 1 winning trainer coming into the yard now, Colin Webster. Gee, that has a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'll say it does, Brittany.
Well, the form continues here with KARALEE Rocks. We spoke after her last start victory. You clearly have a lot of time for this mare.
Yeah, we do. She's had to take a lot of time with her because, as I said before, she's had very open knees early on, and we just had to put her in and out, put her out a few times before we even trialled her. But she's done a really good job. She's only had a few starts, and you know, she's shown promise in every one of them, really.
Where do you go to next? Obviously, there is a Fillies and Mares series at the moment. It would be a bit of a step up, but would you chance your hand?
No, I don't think she's ready for that, Brittany, but I think she is ready for a lower class Saturday race. You know, I think she's good enough to do that, Britt.
On reflection after yesterday, we just heard Sean McGrady walk through there and say, good on you, Mr. Webster. Are you overwhelmed with the amount of support there has been from the industry?
We really are. My telephone couldn't take any more messages on it or phone calls. It's just unbelievable. We spent half the night last night going through the messages from everybody. Old Malcolm Brown, my old mate from Melbourne, he sent a message on, and he's over the moon with it too.
So good to see, and it must be very humbling for you to see that level of support.
Well, it was humbling because Lynn and I couldn't get off the race course last night because everybody, even people we didn't know, Brittany, came up and congratulated us. So it was a bit awe-inspiring, really.
It's a very, very special victory and a very popular one at that. Well done on today's win as well.
Thank you very much, Brett.
There is Colin Webster. Let's get over to Geordie.
Well, Geordie Turner, you were full of praise for this mare first up when she won by 3.5 lengths down at Ascot, but today she went up in grade. She had to do it a bit tougher, but she got the job done, and she looks very stylish.
She is. She had to try a little bit harder today and make more of a long run at him. Chris has had the gun run and were able to run it down, but she won a race when she found another gear today. So, no, there could be more improvement.
And that's the exciting part because, as you say, today she sustained a run. The other day she got carted into it. She looks as though whatever they throw at her, she's going to tackle it.
Yeah, she will. Obviously, you got to give a lot of credit to Boss and young Webby and the whole team because, you know, the team's flying and they couldn't get the horse in any better order.
Is she coming out of the gates a bit cleaner now?
She is. But that's her pattern. She's always going to get back and run on. She won't be a horse that will have to get used up early. It'll probably take a bit of a sprint out of her. So.
And how proud were you of your dad yesterday when he won on Tricks of the Trade?
Yeah, I was in more shock than anything. I didn't know what was going on. I sort of can't really. I was just in a lot of shock. So no, it was good.
Congratulations, mate, and well done to your dad.
Yeah, thank you.
There is Geordie Turner. He was emotional yesterday when he came into the yard. There's such a tight-knit group. Turners, the Websters, and it was such a lovely result yesterday, and it continues here today with KARALEE Rocks taking out the 7th.